Damn, look at that guy's abs. Man, if I just had a six-pack, I'd feel so good. When I get my six-pack, all the girls are going to want me. When I get my six-pack, all the guys are going to want to be me. I just know once I have my six-pack, then I'll be happy. No you won't. Hi again. I thought we'd start today's video with the kind of crazy thoughts that goes on in a man's mind. I've had these thoughts myself. I'm not going to pretend here. I think every guy thinks at some point, at some time, that we think a six-pack is going to somehow make us happy. It absolutely won't. Let's get into it. So, we see these pictures or these videos of these perfect six-pack abs, and we just make these ridiculous assumptions, don't we? Well, I'm actually going to tell you why a six-pack is going to make your life worse, not better. Alright, so some of you might know that I've been doing a super healthy diet lately. It's Brian Johnson's Blueprint diet. I've been doing it for over 2 months now, and I'm starting to see a little bit of stomach definition. I mean, it's not crazily noticeable. It's certainly not up to someone like Mike Thurston's standard. And although it does feel great to walk past a mirror and lift your shirt and see that there is an improvement, there's a whole host of other reasons that making this a goal in life is a bad idea. So let's get into them. Number 1, it's not sustainable. Although I have been loving this diet and all of the healthy food, it feels really good to get all that healthy nutrition in your body, it does come at a price. Because I'm in a calorie deficit, there are times of the day where I'll wish I could just eat something, but I can't. And this will be the same for you. If you're hoping to get a well-defined six-pack, you're going to need to eat less calories than your body actually needs. And although this is good for longevity, it's not good psychologically, or at least not in the long term. Like if you research whether a six-pack is worth it, the majority of people will actually say that they're happier without one. It's not very much fun to feel hungry. I mean, it's okay if you're going on holiday or if it's the start of the summer and you just want to get toned up for that. But long term, like if you try and do this all year round, you're going to feel pretty miserable that you have to be so strict about what you're eating all the time. And also, it's very unlikely that you'll be able to build muscle in a calorie deficit. It'll even be hard just to maintain muscle. Number 2, you'll actually look worse in a t-shirt. Again, unless you're taking like performance enhancing drugs, the t-shirt that you wear is not going to look as good on you when you have a six-pack. Usually, and that is because you're going to lose size from your shoulders, from your chest, from your arms. And to be honest, is it really worth it? If you look better in a t-shirt when you're a bit more jacked and bulked up, then isn't that better than having a six-pack? No one's actually going to be able to even see your six-pack because most of the time you're wearing clothes. Number 3, you're risking your health. Alright, so this was another reason that I wanted to do this video today. Earlier this week, I had a close friend message me from the hospital. He sent me this picture and at first I thought he'd went there to give blood. Then he replied saying that he collapsed from dehydration trying to get a six-pack. And by the way, this guy is already shredded, like he is fully shreddy mercury. But anytime he puts a tiny bit of weight on, he gets it in his head that he needs to be ripped again. Look, no six-pack is worth the risk to your overall health. Number 4, you're going to feel like garbage. Yes, when you look in the mirror and you see some muscle definition on your stomach, it feels good. But for 99% of people, to get a well-defined six-pack, you're actually going to feel terrible. Look up any video on how bodybuilders feel on the lead up to a competition. They barely have any energy, they're sad, they can't eat what they want, their breath smells, their hormones are all over the place, and they generally just feel like garbage. And if you strive to have a six-pack long-term, then this is how you're going to feel too. Number 5, you'll probably look unhealthy. To get a proper, well-defined six-pack, you've got to be in single-digit body fat. That means that you're going to lose weight from all over your body, including your face. Now, when someone loses a lot of weight from the face in order to get a six-pack, how does that make their face look? Even my man, Brian Johnson, he realised he needed to eat more when his six-pack was the most visible, because look at his face. Being this low in body fat makes people look gaunt and unhealthy. It's really just not a good look to have. And number 6, you'll degrade other areas of your life. If you become really obsessed with getting a six-pack, you're going to lose focus from other areas of your life. Your career or your relationships might start to suffer. You might start neglecting other important duties like looking after your kids.
8 o'clock in the morning, I'll have fish and a rice cake. At 10 o'clock, I'll have fish. At 12 o'clock, I'll have fish and a rice cake.
I mean, anything you become obsessed with can become detrimental to your well-being, and getting a six-pack is no exception. Alright, that is the end. Hope this has given you some perspective on whether you still want a six-pack. Obviously, there are people out there, genetic anomalies, that will be in that tiny 1% who can have a six-pack and still live a very healthy, happy life. But for the majority of people, it's actually going to make your quality of life go down. So personally, I don't think it's worth it. I think it's much better to get in good shape, get jacked, get to about a 12 to 15% body fat where you're healthy and you look good in a t-shirt. Going below that into the single digit, I don't think it's a good idea, but let me know what you think. Drop a comment, share your thoughts with everyone else, and let us know. Hope this has resonated with some of you out there. If it did, hit the like button, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.